Well, good afternoon, pot pickers. An avid viewer of mine mentioned that I always do a pre-log in the car, and wouldn't it be a good idea if I did a pre-log in the bog? So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, later on today, well, in about an hour or so, I'm off on a wild beach camp. Really looking forward to it. Don't know what's to come. I'm just using a bivvy, maybe 2 bivvies. Weather's supposed to be pretty good, not cloudy, and I think the wind is about 5 or 6 miles an hour. So anyway, I hope this pre-log is better than a car pre-log. I'm just about to wipe my bum. Thanks a lot. That's better. Anyway, on to the beach camp. Right, tubers, well, I'm here back at the beach for a possible overnight solo, but it's windy as hell out on the beach, so we shall see. Quick bit of time off work. Overnight Thursday. See you in a bit. Right, come to the beach for a solo. It's bloody windy. Sorry about the wind if it's so bad. If it's really bad, then I'll cut it out and put music over it, but you won't know that, will you? But I'm here. It's seriously windy. There's all my kit, by the way. I'm not going to put it out yet because it'll blow away. Only got a thin bivvy. Right, at the moment, oh, excuse me, I'm building the wall of shame. The wall of shame to protect the fire if I can get it lit, because it is actually quite windy. But it's supposed to drop about 9 o'clock to about half what it is, so it might be alright. Built a little, excuse the wind, really sorry. Built a little shelter area in the same place Rickles pitched and I pitched last time on my solo. I built a little wall around just to try and keep the wind off a bit. It does actually work reasonably well. I was going to go this side of the groin, but it's way high up and it's just pointless. Temporary snack because I didn't bring my Trangia. I've only bought the little shoe polish one and I don't think it will hold up in this weather. Also, I was going to cook over my Esbit stove on on fire, so it might be scuppered now. Right guys, well, I'm lying in my spot, and in actual fact here I've dug that little barrier out. It's not too bad. There's a little berm here that's deflecting most of the wind, so I might go for it. It is quite chilly. I've stuck a couple of layers on already. I'm so glad I bought extra clothes. I've got one more layer and then a caggle and that's it. I haven't even got my big MTP combat jacket. So got a pair of joggers on, these on, a t-shirt, North Face long sleeve thumb thing, some Aldi crap that I actually got for work. It's actually quite warm and windproof, also with thumb holes. There's my view over there. Got a bit worried about smacking this thing on my head in the night though, but I don't think I worried about it last time. So I might settle in, I don't know. It's having the fire, which is a problem because I can't cook now at the moment. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. See you in a bit. Right, I haven't put my bag in there yet. I'm just wetting my sleep mat inflate. I'm not sure whether it's going to fit in actually. I didn't realise my bivvy bag was like a mummy, it goes down to a taper at the end, so I'm not sure if my sleeping bag is going to fit in there, but we should give it a go. I'm going to risk it. I'm not going to freeze to death. It's going to be probably 2 degrees with a wind chill maybe, and my sleeping bag goes to -5 or -7 I think. So it's a good test. Hands are freezing. The sun's nearly be down in about another half an hour. I'm going to risk it. I might not be able to get the fire going though. Really sorry about the wind. There's not a great deal I can do about it. But my mate's coming to visit. He's driving about an hour to get here. He's going to bring some fire logs, so hopefully they'll keep us a bit warm. Now, I shouldn't have built this downwind of that, as in my bed, but if it gets sparks, it gets sparks. I don't really care today, to be honest. I'll just put another bag if needs be. Right, sleeping bags in. DD Jura 2. I've got a blow up pillow as well, but I'm not going to put that in yet because it's a little bit windy. I also got another bivvy bag that I could put over the top, but it's a right wriggle to get in that thing. So I don't know whether to put that over or not. It will keep the wind out, I suppose. I'll decide. Oh. I'm out of the wind a little bit. I've got my hands in the wind. There's the sea. Yeah, I think it'll be alright actually. The little wall I've built around me is deflecting it a little bit, especially when I lie flat. Not too much, so it's getting in my ear rolls and stuff I don't like. And slightly worried I've only got one more layer, although I have got my poncho as a super emergency layer, or just in case it pisses it down with rain. But it's not a pleasant look for me, I'm afraid. Let's give you my front view. That's better, isn't it? That's my front view at the moment, but I'm going to put my bag down on the side here actually to deflect a bit more wind later. And in the black bag I've got some kindling logs which really wouldn't last very long in this weather, so I'm saving them to the last minute. I'm going to have some more food in a minute. I'm going to get rid of my tripod. Bloody thing. Anyway, in for a penny, in for a pound. I think I've blown up my mat a bit too much actually. It's quite comfy, but I can feel a little bit, perhaps too much air in there, so I might have to let some out. See you later. Well, the pole's got slightly bigger, but still not brilliant, but it'll start it, I think, with a little bit of help for some paraffin-soaked cotton wool. No bushcraft, none whatsoever. The wind's dropped, but I'm going to light it up while I can. Wind's died down. Hope you see me. Wind's died down. I'm a lot warmer now. My mate's coming, Gord, he's coming with some fire logs. So I've got one more bag of kindling stuff which lasted me ages last time, but because it's so windy, although you can see the wind now, but it's actually died down loads. Keeping that some heat early. Yeah, solo well camp, another one. I know it's on the beach, but the next one will be woods, I think. Well, I'm going on another one with the lads, beach crafters. on bank holiday weekend in Woods, I think. So I get to use my new hammer, bought a new DD frontline. And then I think I'll do a solo in the Woods. Give that a go, eh? Right. Got my rice on the side. Just needs warming through. It's one of those quick rice things. And I've got some tuna stuff to put in it. Let's see how that goes, eh? Looks lighter than it is. It's just actually pretty dark now. Oh, I can see Mr. Brown in the distance. There he is. He got lost. He's been here countless times though. He's a boy. See you in a bit. He's brought some logs or some kindling, so I'm able to go for a bit longer. Nice. Here comes Mr. Brown, look. Alright, Mr. Brown. How are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You like you go mountaineering?
Other than that, 60.
Comfy chair. Mind you, go and get sparks on that. Is that a new chair?
No, it's old.
Oh. Lovely. Thanks for the kit.
Do the job.
Yeah. If you want to be warm, I'd be probably here-ish. Yeah, yummy. Tuna in my rice. Yes. Silhouette of Mr. Brown there.
Evening.
He's got the most comfiest chair in the world ever. I've got a mediocre.
What's it called? That Taiwanese company.
Why?
Huh?
HTC. Oh, HTC, yeah.
S.
Something.
HTC.
Proper summer's evening down here. Light sleeping bag. There he goes, look. Into the distance. Trying not to step on dog poo. Well, there's probably not a lot of it. I'm now on my own. What I have noticed is a tremendous amount of see that? Water on my bivvy. Also, unfortunately, well, you can see it glistening there, on my sleeping bag. Evening guys, haven't spoken to you too much this evening. Yeah, just having a general chill out with my mate Gord. He came to see me. He travelled about an hour to get here. We chilled out for a couple of hours. Yeah, it's really nice. And we had music as well. We always got music. So I've still got my party hat on. This is the Decathlon range of head torch. I need to get a new one really. Probably a Petzl or something, but this does the job. I think it was about $3.99. Look at the fire, I'll show you. Still going. I've probably got maybe half an hour's worth of logs. It's now nearly 12 o'clock, so I think 12:30 is going to be bedtime. I'm slightly worried about my wet sleeping bag now, especially around my head area, which is not good. I think I'm going to be warm enough. Still look grumpy, don't I? Look at my face. It's not a good light to be filming yourself in. Don't look at the thingy, don't look at the screen. Not a good light to be filming yourself in firelight. because you look like a waxwork model. Madame Tussauds. Well, that's it, folks. The end of the night. Yep. I've got no more wood left. Well, I have. I've got a little bit left for the morning to perhaps keep me a little bit warm and to cook some water. Can you cook water? Anyway, it's going out now. It's now 20 to 1. Right, see you in the morning. Alarm set for sunrise, so hopefully I'll wake up. Oh, my bag's got an immense amount of dew on it. It's cold now as well. This is going to be fun. Alright guys, well, I'm in my bivvy. The outside is extremely wet, you can see that. The outside's extremely wet. Inside's actually quite warm, but I forgot how tight this bivvy is. Well, I've got two bivvies actually, very thin bivvies from Mountain Warehouse, they're about 20 quid each. But I'm actually a lot warmer. I'm going to put my gloves on now. I'll say good night. See you in the morning. Morning, tubers. It's 4 o'clock exactly. To be honest, I've had better night's sleep. It was a little bit wet and a little bit chilly. And the reason I was wet is those bloody bivvy bags. Sea fog. Whoa. And I haven't got enough logs for a decent fire either, so I'm going to have to save them. So I'm going to have to have a walk along the beach. I'm going to do a time lapse of the sunrise, I think. See you in a minute. 4 a bloody clock. Pitch black down that end. Can't even see my setup. Right, I'm going for a fire made in Miesbit stove. Just so I can boil some water. A couple of logs spare from last night actually that I forgot about. And a few stragglers. I'm going to go with the 10 pegs across it to hold my cup on. I'm going to set it up now for a time lapse.
Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright.
Right, the time is 5:33. I don't think I'll be using the thin bivvy bag again for coldish weather camping. I actually had 2 bivvy bags, really thin ones, which you've seen. And if it wasn't for my Jura 2, DD Jura 2 sleeping bag, I think I would have frozen to death because it's water resistant. The foot box is waterproof. The outer is water resistant, and that kept me warm because it was wet basically. I'm going to open it up in a minute. I might give you a shot of it. It might have dried out now, but it certainly was damp, cold, wet and horrible. So I had about 3 hours sleep on and off. Went to bed about 1:45 and got up at 4. Yeah, it was nasty. I woke up about 2 and was contemplating giving up, but I couldn't really be asked to pack it all up in the dark, so I didn't. Hope you enjoyed the sunrise this morning. Might have gone on a bit, but I'm sorry about that. Still not warm enough yet. That sun's up higher than it was. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed it, but it was bloody freezing. Perhaps I should have gone in the woods, eh? But thanks a lot for watching. If you'd like to sub, share, subscribe and all that rubbish. Or not. Anyway, hope you liked it. I still had fun. Sort of. Right. That's where the fire was. Here. Nice and dry from the heat. That's my little bed. But I'm going to try and show you. I think I tried to show you last night, but see all the water droplets on there. It was, look at the head area. Sea fog, spray, that kind of thing. And that had actually come through this top one. I'm not sure if it went through. Yeah, it must have gone the second one as well. But if it wasn't for my foot box being totally waterproof, I think my feet would have been absolutely soaked. Yeah, look, that's dark there. Need to try and dry it out now before I go anywhere. Look at that. Absolutely covered. So I'm going to get the sleeping bag out and check it out, Funk Soul brother. 5:30 in the morning. Oh no, what's the time? 22:06 in the morning. Jesus. Right, the top one's off. This little bit of water on there is from when I just pulled it off. But if you look at the hood area, see the dark here? See it? Well, say hood area, neck area, whatever you want to call it. Let's take this out and see what that looks like. Yeah, it's wet. See the dark patches? That's a shit. It's not wet on the inside, it feels cold. But yeah, it's definitely, oh yeah, it's definitely wet, but inside's alright. I'll have to air that out now. Footbox is lovely and waterproof though. Trouble is, my fingers are so numb, I can't undo my, I'm always petrified of these bloody valves, so I'll do them up so tight, but I stayed up solid, that, which I'm really chuffed about. Anyway, sort my mess out. Oh, this new pillow I got, which is a Nature Hike one, which is a copy of the Cedar Summit, I think. It has actually gone down a bit, but I'm worried that I punctured it. Look how tiny that pillow folds up though. Fits in your hand like a glove. Fits like a glove, get it? Just had a lovely meeting with the lady whose name I don't know, and Biggles. Biggles is the dog. He likes to piss on stuff as well, so I've had to reel him in this morning. And there she goes. Stopped, had a chat, just had a chat for about 20 minutes. Still drying stuff out and putting it away, and I've my mat was actually a little bit damp on the underside, but nothing too major actually. I was quite pleased with that. It's nice and warm now. My feet are still cold though. Right, let's get packed away fully. The freezing cold night and wet night is all forgotten when you at 6:30 in the morning and you got all this. Lovely, beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I can't remember how the song goes, but it's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Check out your boy behind me from the Environment Agency doing his surveying. See him? There he is. Lucky I got up early. I don't know if he'd have said anything, but my car's in the car park that says no overnight parking, Environment Agency. So he might grass me up, but what does he know, eh? They're surveying the beach to see how much it's dropped. And surveying the beach, see how much the beach has dropped, and then they bring the trucks up and come and put more shingle down, pebbles and stuff. It's totally changed this beach over the years. Used to be lovely dips that you could like hide in and keep out the wind, and now it's not flat, but it's flatter than it was. God, that sun's bright, man. I should have brought the Ronnie Woods with me. Sunglasses for you that don't know. Check his channel out, Ronnie Woods. Ronnie Woods, something and Bushcraft. Sorry, Ronnie, can't remember. But Ronnie Woods, stick Ronnie Woods in. I'm sure you'll find him. Yeah, well, it's I think it's all over now. I'm not going to set my tripod up to do a walk out. I did that last time, so yeah. Anyway, mate, he's getting on my nerves, trudging up and down his bloody four-wheel thing, whatever it's called, quad bike. It's doing me head in. I'm going to a calf. Look at my nose, looks burnt to hell. See you later.